What's up, guys? You won't believe where I'm at right now. I'm just kidding, it's fucking interstate again. Holy shit, I partied like a rock star this weekend. It's pretty bad when you go to McDonald's and you try to order vodka and they're like, "Sir, this is McDonald's." And you're like, "Okay, can I have a McVodka, please?" Anyway, it was a great weekend, man. It was filled with like bar hopping and beer tasting and live music. I had an absolute blast. And I also got to chow down on some calzones. I have to be Italian somewhere down the line. It is not normal for someone to love calzones as much as I do. I piss marinara sauce and I shit breadsticks. So a few of you asked me recently if I was going to start selling merchandise. And I'm kind of new to all this, so I really haven't come up with like a t-shirt design or anything like that. But for right now, I set up a Patreon account, and I'll put the link in the description below if you guys want to check it out. So if you like my shit and you want to support me, you are more than welcome to, my friends. So I asked you guys in the previous video, like, what topic you wanted me to bring up next. And one of you had a really good idea, and that was gun control and the Second Amendment. America. And before I begin my, usual rant, I will go ahead and say I am in no way whatsoever a gun nut. Now, I've been shooting since I was 6 or 7, and I was on the SWAT team for 4.5 years, so I had a chance to work with a whole array of different types of weapons. Me personally, I've just never cared about gun models and shit like that. I have a few buddies in the department that can take apart a gun with their dick. I don't care. All I need is for the shit to work when I put my booger hook on the bang switch. And it bugs the shit out of me when I see these officers on YouTube that are messing with people that are exercising their Second Amendment rights. I guess it just completely baffles me how an officer can determine how somebody can protect themselves. Sir, you're not allowed to have that gun out here. But here's a Swiss Army knife. So the bottom line of this entire rant is the fact that I fully support people's Second Amendment right to bear arms. I think a lot of school shootings and mass shootings would have been stopped way beforehand if a few people in the crowd had a gun. And it drives me nuts because I think the one thing that liberals don't understand is that the bad guys don't pay attention to gun laws. Just because you ban guns at Starbucks does not mean there won't be a motherfucker that comes in there with a 45 under his shirt and kills everybody. It's not like he saw the no gun signs outside and was like, "Oh, well shit, I guess I can't go in there." All these legislators are doing when they restrict guns is putting restrictions on law-abiding citizens. It's like wiping before you poop. It doesn't make any sense. The last time I checked, bad guys get their guns on the black market. The black market is not exactly notorious for obeying U.S. law. Now, with that being said, though, I do think there are people that take it way overboard. Even though I support the Second Amendment, it doesn't look good when you're walking downtown carrying around an assault rifle. Is it your right to do so? Absolutely. But so is doing a handstand against the wall of your living room and shitting on your own forehead. That doesn't make it right. And another thing that bugs me, I guess, is I understand that a lot of people want to carry open, right? They want to expose their gun in a holster. That's fine, that's cool, but you know what? When I go to rob a store, you're the first person I'm shooting. The fact that people want to advertise that they carry a gun just completely baffles me. If someone decides to rob that store and they see you with a gun, you're the first person they're going to shoot. Me personally, I carry concealed everywhere I go. I have a little Glock 43, I changed out the front sights on it, and that's what I carry anywhere I go, and you will never know that I have it. I don't walk into a store like I'm fucking John Wayne and this is Tombstone. I think people with a lack of common sense on both sides of the political fence is the reason why this topic is so hot lately. And folks, the one thing I can promise you without a doubt, I was actually talking to another officer about this last night. I told him, I was like, hey, I'm probably going to end up doing a vlog on the Second Amendment and gun control and stuff like that. And we both came to the agreement that neither one of us will ever go door to door confiscating weapons from people. That is the most absurd shit I have ever heard in my life. People don't realize that cops live under the same constitutional rights that the citizens do. So if we're taking away your rights, the same shit is going to apply to us. The whole point of this conversation is to use some common sense. Don't be a dumbass. Consider this video educational. Consider them tutorials on how not to be a dumbass. So in conclusion, yes, I fully support the Second Amendment. 99% of cops will back me up on that. Guys, thank you so much for the support. I put the link to my Patreon account and Instagram in the description below. If you like my videos, comment, subscribe. Deuces.